Welcome to all of the viewers back for Nithyananda Yoga. We are very excited to be continuing the Prathama Vinyasa Krama today. We hope that you can grab your yoga mat, come join us for Nithyananda Yoga. We're going to be doing the first series of the Nithyananda Yoga, continuing on from yesterday. If you are a new viewer, welcome, and please join us by grabbing your yoga mat and starting along in the process, and we'll be guiding you here. Let's start today's practice with the Sadguru Vandanam, invoking the presence of Swamiji with us today. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum tam namami. Now, in the next process, let us chant the Shiva Mula mantra. This is one of the ritualistic aspects of the Nithyananda Yoga. Chanting the Shiva Mula mantra, invoking Paramashiva's presence inside of us. The Shiva Mula mantra is Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namah. We'll be chanting it 11 times, and wherever you are, you can chant this internally without moving your lips. But in order for all of us to follow along together, we will chant it externally. We'll be chanting it out loud. Let's start. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. 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 Yes, now let's enter into the Achamya, which is the traditional ritualistic cleansing. We are going to need your Panchapatram in this step. The Panchapatram is the traditional cup and spoon, as you can see with the Acharyas. And we'll be, first we'll be taking 3 sips of water. So you're going to keep your hand in the Gokurana Mudra, which is in a slightly cupped position with your index finger bent. Take 1 spoon of water in your hands and keep it into the center of your palm, the water. And along with the following mantras, you're going to be doing this 3 times. Along with the following mantras, take a sip from the base of your palm. Let the water flow down and take a sip from the base of your palm. So let's start. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Yes. Now, wash your hands by taking a drop of water and rinsing off your hands. And taking the base of your thumb, you're going to wipe your lower and upper lip twice, along with the mantra Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha, and wash your hands once more. Now, taking your index, middle, and ring fingers together, please touch above your upper lip and below your lower lip, and wash your hands. Now, taking your index finger and thumb together, touch your right nostril and left nostril. With your ring finger and thumb together, touch your right eye, right ear, and left ear. With your little finger, wash your hands. And with your little finger and thumb together, touch your navel center, right chest, left chest. Wash your hands. And with all of the fingers together, touch the crown of your head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and the heart center. Great. Now, we're going to be entering into the Sankalpa, a very, very precious time where we can visualize exactly how we want our body to manifest, our consciousness to manifest during this Nithyananda Yoga practice today. So just take a few seconds, close your eyes, and visualize intensely exactly how you want to consciously sculpt your body, your mind, and your consciousness. Yes, now we're going to be entering into the Sankalpa Mantra. You're going to keep your hands in the Sankalpa Mudra, which is keeping your palms clasped together, your right hand over your left, and keeping your both hands on your right thigh. Yes, let's start the Sankalpa Mantra. Om Mamopata Samasta Dhuritakshaya Dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartam Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Pararte Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Ashtavimshatitame Nityayuge Prathame Pade Jambudvipe Bharatavarše Bharadakande Meroho Dakshine Parshve Shakabde Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharike Prabhavadinam Shashyaha Samvatsaranam Madhye Shubhakritanama Samvatsare Uttarayane Dakshinayane Shri Lakshmi Venkateshwara Rato Shubhamase, Shubhapakshe, Shubhatito, Shubhavasarayuktayam, Shubhanakshatra, Shubhayoga, Shubhakarana, Evam Gunavisheshana Vishishtayam, Asyam Shubhatito. Shri Kailashonnata Dvadashanta Shamala Pitaruda, Shri Meenakshi Sundareshwara Binnaswarupa, Parashivaputra Ratnakumara Gurumanya Tulyavatara, Shri Parvati Stanyapana Labdha Divya Jnana Vishruta Sakala Nigamagama Sarabhuta Dravida Veda Pravartre Srimad Vrishabhadvrajas Shri Panasamadiga Muktamaya Chatarashrayana Ghiyamana Chatra Chamara Shri Chinna Kahaladi Samasta Virada Vallelankrita Jnana Vijnana Chakravarti Sarvajana Sangha Sadhyo Nirvana Diksha Vayaga Vargavarsha Vishrana Jimuta Paramata Kalabha Kesari Shaiva Siddhanta Sthapanacharya Shri Rajadiraja Pandya Maharaja Guru Kshapana Shakyadi Mahantakar Nivarana Jnana Bhanu Bhikshana Narharha Dvajochedana Purvaka Srimad Vrishabhadvaja Sthapaka Shaiva Samaya Kartra Sarvajna Pita Ruda Shri Jagat Guru Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swami Vagisha Sundara Manik Kavachaga Swaminam Avatara Bhuta Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami Shri Jnana Sambandha Swami Punaruddhita Shamala Pita Sarvajna Pita Trinavad Uttara Dvishatatama Guru Mahasannidhana Arunagiri Yogishwara Paramparagata Arunachala Sarvigna Pita Guru Mahasannidhana Kailasa Paramparagata Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Pita Trayasrimshaduttara Dvishatatama Guru Mahasannidhana Nityotsava Nityamangala Nityakalyana Nityarajita Kailasa Paramparagata Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pita Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pita Kartra Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Vaivasvadumana Kailasa Paramparagata Vaivasvadumana Ikshvaku Harishchandra Bhagirata Shri Ramachandra Surasena Ityadi Anavachinna Sarvabhauma Chakravarti Paramparagata Chaturshashti Yogini Mandita Chaturshashti Sampradaya Pravartaka Manu Dharma Shasana Surya Vamsa Prapta Sarvajna Pita Surangi Samraja Mudabhishikta Chudamani Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Kailasa Paramparagata Kapila Mahaguru Punurudruta Mahanirvani Pita Ashtotara Sahasra Shri Mahamandaleshwara Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Samastagaranayaka Shri Mahaganapati Samaramba Anavachinna Pitadishwara Guru Parampara Prapta Atala Pita Ashtotara Sahasratam Ashtotara Sahasra Shri Atala Pitadishwara Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswarna Pita Trayo Vimsha Guru Mahasannidhana Kailasa Paramparagata Adipita Sarvajnapita Jagadguru Shri Kailasa Punaruddharaka Shri Kailasa Paramacharya Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Varya Sachidananda Pranavaswarupa Shrotriya Brahmanishta Srimad Jagadguru Srila Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prasadena Sakutumbasya Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Praptyartam Padaravindayoho Bhakti Siddhyartam Gurukapa Kataksh Siddhyartam Kshema Steirya Virya Vijaya Ayurarogya Aishwaryanam Abhivridyartam Aroga Dradagatar Siddhyartam Jivan Mukti Praptyartam Purana Arogya Yukta Dradagatra Yogika Sarira Siddhyartam Paramashiva Shakti Avishkaranartam Shri Nithyananda Yoga Abhyasam Karishye Om Apaupasprisya. Take one last spoon of water in your hands and wash your hands, and keeping your Panchapatrama aside. We'll now be ready to enter into the Prathama Vinyasa Krama and continue.
Nithyananda, before we enter into the asanas today, let us all stand and do a short warm-up where we can loosen up our muscles, loosen up our various parts of the body so that we're ready to enter into the asanas, reducing the risk of injury. So let us start with our feet slightly apart. You can put your hands on your hip to help you balance, and let's rotate our ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Now we can just bend down, put your hands on your knees, and we're going to do big circles with our knees so they really open them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really open them up. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now put your hands on your hips and your feet wide, at least shoulder width apart, can be slightly wider. And we're going to rotate our hips in big circles again. The point is to really open up your hips and not, you can bend at your waist, but don't bend your knees. Keep it straight so you get a full stretch. Let's just go in all the directions. 1. Yes. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good. Now let's go in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. Now we'll just open up our shoulders. But first, let's just start swinging our arms up and down. Up, down, up, down, and you can now just swing side to side. Just move at your waist, let your arms be free. Now hold your arms in a more controlled position and pivot to the right and left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to look back. 7, 8. Very good. Now we'll do some shoulder rolls by isolating, going back first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now put your hands on your shoulders and move your shoulders, making wide circles with your elbows. The elbows should almost touch when you make the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now let's open up our wrists. Now if you're just tuned in or you've been watching, ensure that you're actually doing the warm-up, you're actually doing the asanas, so that you also get the benefit of the Nithyananda yoga practice today. Let's stretch out our right wrist, fingers pointed up, fingers pointed down. Fingers pointed up on the other side. Face them down. And just rotate the wrists. Okay. Now we'll go into the next part of the Nithyananda yoga, which is the skeleton dance. So exactly like the word is, we're going to visualize our entire body is pure bones, simply a skeleton. So no flesh, no muscle, nothing, just simply only your bones. And you can close your eyes when you're visualizing. And while you're visualizing, the important thing is to just shake your body, move every part of your body, and do that while the music is playing, and don't stop. So there's no rhythm or there's no particular way you should move. Just shake out every part of your body, keeping that visualization. So let us get started. Slowly move your feet, shake out your hands and your arms.
Nithyananda Nithya Vittale.
Have fun with it. Keep the visualization. The skeleton. That you are a skeleton.
Panduranga Jaya Vittale. Nithyananda Nithya Vittale. 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 Muralilola Nithyananda. Mukunda Bala Nithyananda. Nandakishora Nithyananda. Nandana Sundara Nithyananda. Muralilola Nithyananda. Mukunda Bala Nithyananda. Nandakishora सुन्दर नित्यानन्द पाण्डुरङ्ग जय विठ्ठले नित्यानन्द नित्य विठ्ठले पाण्डुरङ्ग जय विठ्ठले नित्यानन्द
Inhale, exhale. Okay, now we're ready to enter into the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, continuing where we left off yesterday.
Nithyanandam. So today we are going to be continuing with the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, and before we begin, a quick reminder that today's yoga and practice is for general wellness and educational purposes only. Please listen to your body and practice within your own limits. If you have any injuries, medical conditions, if you're pregnant, please consult your healthcare professional before practicing. Listen to your doctor, follow your doctor's advice, and if at any point you feel pain, dizziness, or discomfort, gently stop and rest. Okay? So now we are going to be entering into the Karana, which is called the Nikutaka Karana. So come to a standing position on your mat and place your heels close together, if 3 fingers apart, and your heels at a 45-degree angle. So bend your knees and then place your palms on top of each other in a cup position. So cup your palms without touching, place them on top of each other, and then raise the right knee up, raise the right heels up, and simultaneously you're gonna raise the hands and the knee. Okay, so like this. This is called the Nikutaka Karana. Heel is up. Okay, so relax. Now let us enter into the Karana, which is Angushtasana. So in Angushtasana, sit on your heels. So your heels should be on the ground firm, and place your palms in the Anjali Mudra in front of your heart chakra. And here we are going to be performing the Brahmari Kumbhaka. So you're gonna breathe in deeply, and you're gonna, while inhaling, you're gonna be producing the sound our female bee. And then one exhaling produce the sound of a male bee. And here engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center, and you're going to chant the mantra Sada Shivoham internally. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze forward.
Angushtasana. Kabandhasanamidyahuhu gorakshasanameva cha angushtamushtikam nyeyam brahma prasaditam tata.
Alright, now let us enter into the next asana. You can relax. The next asana is Saurasana. So remain in the same position. Now bring one leg in front of you. You can bring your right leg in front of you, toes pointing upwards, and place your hands on the ground next to your hip, and continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center, chant the mantra Om, the mantra Sadashivoham internally, and continue to visualize Swamiji in your inner space. This mudra is called Vara Mudra, and gaze forward.
Saurasana. Prasaryekam padatalam samstapya tvekapadakam.
Okay, now the next asana is Vidhunanasana. So do the same thing. So now you're going to be remain in the same position, and now touch your toes. So with your right hand, touch your right toes, and continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka. Continue to engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center, and continue chanting the mantra Sada Shivoham in your inner space, and visualize Swamiji. And your left hand should be on your left heel, and gaze forward.
Vidhunanasana. Gulpasthito padamekam prasarya tatpadagram samsprishe tatkarena gulpam chanyam dharaye tatkarena dunam pitam chabhyase chobhayatra.
Okay, relax. Now let us do Saurasana on the other side. So bring your left leg forward. Place your hands on the ground into the Vara Mudra. Yes. So palms facing forward. This is the Vara Mudra. And continue with the Pranayama, the Brahmari Kumbhaka. Engage the Mula Bandha. Lock in your perineal center. Chant the mantra Sada Shivoham internally, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. This is Saurasana.
Prasaryekam padatalam samstapya tvekapadakam.
Yes, relax. Now let us enter into Vidhunanasana on the other side. So bend forward with your left hand, touch your left toes, and your right hand should be placed on your right heels. Continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka, engage your Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center, and continue to chant Sada Shivoham in your inner space. Visualize Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Gulpasthito padamekam prasarya tatpadagram samsprishe tatkarena gulpam chanyam dharaye tatkarena dunam pitam chabhyase chobhayatra.
Relax. Now the next asana is Brahma Juranku Asana. So bring your legs back, and here you're going to place your palms on your knee. This is the Shambhavi Mudra, your palms facing upwards. Continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka. Breathe in and produce the sound of a B. Here you are going to engage the Jarandhara Bandha. So lock in your perineal center and suck your stomach in and up and chant Sada Shivoham internally. Visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam in your inner space.
Brahmajiranku Shasana. Do upana pani hoye vese, edi do ugura nivese, kora pagatalya ki mahili ayas mahi rase mili.
Relax. And now let us enter into Kapilasana. So in Kapilasana, you're going to bring your knees on the floor, spread your knees apart, and sit. So your toes should be pointing downwards, touching the floor, and sit on your perineum. And rest your hands on top of your knees, the Shambhavi Mudra, palms facing, touching your knees. And continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka. Engage the Udhyana Bandha. So lock in your perineal center in the Mula Bandha and suck your stomach in and up. Chant Sada Shivoham in your inner space. And visualize yourself as sage Kapila Muni. Gaze at your tip of your nose. This is Kapilasana.
Kapilasana. Ube pagatali samadharave, tinago mahilikora milave, phana pani ukada hoye vese, edi jo niliva nivese.
Relax. And now the next asana is Bhadra Gorakasana. So maintain the same position. And here you're going to be, the only difference is that you're going to be engaging the Mula Bandha and you're going to gaze at your third eye. And continue with the Kumbhaka, the Brahmari Kumbhaka. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center. Continue to chant Sada Shivoham in your inner space and continue to visualize Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam in your inner space. Gaze at your third eye.
Bhadra Gorakshasana. Do pagatali samputa kare, koravani nebu paridare, koravani rakhe ese, tapari mula dwari tiki vese.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into Suryasana. So in Suryasana, brings your knees up and continue to sit on the heels, on your heels. And now you can place your heels a little wide apart for stability. And raise your hands up like a lotus. Place your fingers like a lotus flower. This is Padma Mudra. And raise them up. And you're going to be gazing through your fingers towards the sky. This is Suryasana. And you will continue to chant the mantra Sada Shivoham in your inner space. Continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka. Engage the Udhyana Bandha. Lock in your perineal center and suck your stomach in and up. And here visualize Lord Surya in your inner space. This is Suryasana.
Suryasana. Edi do guda tariyane, phana pani betik punitane, goda jang ardhar kar rahe, adba mein isi videg hai.
Okay, good. Relax. And now the next asana we are entering into is Mandukasana. So in Mandukasana, sit with your toes flat on the ground. So this time bring your toes flat on the ground and sit on your perineum. Heels on your, sit on your perineum and keep your hands on top of your knees and lift your tongue up against the roof of your mouth. Okay, so like a frog, you're gonna place your tongue on top of your mouth, on top of the upper palate, and visualize catching the nectar of immortality dripping from the Sahasrara chakra with your frog-like tongue. Okay, so here we are going to be performing this Sahaja Kumbhaka. So just breathe in and out deeply. Lock in your perineum center in the Mula Bandha. Chant Sada Shivoham internally. And you're going to be visualizing yourself as a frog. Place your palms on your knees and gaze at the tip of your, gaze at your third eye.
पादतले पृष्ठधेसे अङ्गुष्ठे द्वे च संस्पृशेत् जानुयुग्मं पुरस्कृत्य साधयेद्मन्दुकासनम्.
Okay, relax. And now let us enter into Uttana Mandukasana. So maintain the same position, except here you are going to be bringing your hands to your back and hold your hands in this position. Continue to press your tongue against your upper palate and perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka. Breathe in and out normally and engage the Udhyana Bandha. Lock your perineal center and suck your stomach in and up. Continue chanting Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize yourself as a frog while gazing at your third eye.
मण्डुकासनमध्यस्थं कूर्पराभ्यां धृतं शिरः एतद्भेकवदुत्थानम् एकदुत्थानमुण्डुकम्.
Good, relax. And now let us enter into Simhasana. So in Simhasana, you're going to cross your ankles. So cross your ankles. Yes, and sit on your feet. Sit on your heels touching your perineum. And keep your palms on your knees. Okay? And now you're going to be opening your mouth wide, sticking out your tongue. Stick out your tongue and exhale forcefully. So here you're going to be focusing on the exhalation. The inhalation will happen normally. Just exhale forcefully and gaze at the tip of your nose and continue with the Sahaja perineal center in the self as a lion. Gaze at the tip of your nose. So let's enter into this asana, Simhasana.
दक्षिणं सव्यगुल्पेन दक्षिणेन तदेतरं हस्तौ च जान्वौ संस्थाप्य स्वाङ्गुलिश्च प्रसार्य च व्यातवृक्तो विनिश्चेत्रं नासाग्रं सुसमाहितः सिंहासनं भवेदेतत् पूजितं योगिभिः सदा.
Yes, relax. And now let us enter into Bhadrasana. So in Bhadrasana, you are going to be here you're going to just touch, cross your toes. All right, cross your toes. And you're going to be holding your opposite toes with your index finger and your middle finger. This is the Prana Mudra. So hold on to your opposite toes. So your hands should be crossed behind you. And continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka and perform the Udhyana Bandha. Lock your perineal center and suck your stomach in and up. And here you're going to be visualizing Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam in your inner space and gaze at the tip of your nose.
गुल्पोत्रवृषणस्यादः व्युत्कमेन समाहितः पादाङ्गुष्ठोकराभ्यां च धृत्वा च पृष्ठदेशतः जालन्धरं समासाद्य नासाग्रमवलोकयेत् भद्रासनं भवेदेतत् सर्वव्याधिविनाशकम्.
Good. Relax. And now let us enter into Kaka Bhushandi Asana. So come onto your heels, toes touching the ground, pressed against the ground. And here you're going to be, so your knees should be wide apart. And here you're going to be bringing, so wrap your arms around your knees and your hands behind on your back. Okay? And here, continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha, locking your perineal center, and continue to chant Sada Shivoham in your inner space. Gaze at the tip of your nose and visualize yourself as a crow.
Prathame Vinyasa Kodetane, Gdo Hatapagam Vechiane, Tinako Modi Nalyam Parilyave, Pishtapache Kakasi Karave.
Good. Relax. And now let us enter into Kani Pavasana. So in Kani Pavasana, you're going to be placing your your palms on the floor. So spread your fingers apart, place your palms on the floor, and they should be shoulder width apart, and bring your knees on the back of your arms. So basically bring your knees towards your armpit, okay? And you're gonna lean forward and try to lift your legs up. So lean forward and lift your legs up, okay? If you would like, you can place one leg, you can touch one heels to the floor for stability until you're able to raise both legs off the floor, okay? So in this asana, you're going to be in the Mula Bandha and chant Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and gaze forward. All right, so let's try this asana.
Kani Pavasana. Asana ko guna asidishita hoi to achi hoi.
Yes, relax. And now let us enter into Kapali Asana. So Kapali Asana is an inverted asana. If you are pregnant or if you are having, if you are on your monthly cycle, please do not do this asana. So in Kapali Asana, we are going to be basically standing with our head on the ground and your palms flat on the floor, okay? So how we'll enter it, basically bring your, so to start, yes. So yes, as you can see here, this is the Kapali Asana. So in Kapali Asana, you're going to continue with the Brahmari Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha, lock your perineal center, chant Sada Shivoham in your inner space and visualize Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva, and gaze at the tip of your nose, okay?
Kapali Asana. शीश शीश धरती ते की पेग दो मिलावे ऊंचा को करे पगतली आकाश दिशन मुशरा से दो हता की हते दो पाशत्य धरती ते की दृष्टिना सा अग्र.
All right, relax. And now let us enter into Parshva Mayurasana. So in Parshva Mayurasana, you're going to be squatting on your toes with your legs together, okay? So now you're going to twist your body to one side and place both hands to the one side. So you can, yes. And now you're going to align your elbows with your knees and your hip. So place one elbows on your knees and the other one on your hip and lean onto your arms and try to balance with your legs extended to the side and gaze at your third eye. Here you're going to perform the Rechaka Kumbhaka, and where you're going to breathe in and produce the sound of an ocean and engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Om continue to chant Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize yourself as a peacock. All right, so let's try this asana.
Parshvamayurasana. Mayuram dandavat kuryan mayuram dandanamakam kuryan mayuram parshvabhyam mayura parshvanamakam.
Okay, now let us enter into Mayurasana on the other side. So repeat the same steps on the other side. Perform the Rechaka Kumbhaka and lock in your perineal center in the Mula Bandha and chant Sadashivoham in your inner space. Visualize yourself as a peacock and gaze at your third eye.
Mayuram dandavat kuryan mayuram dandanamakam kuryan mayuram parshvabhyam mayura parshvanamakam.
Relax. And now let us enter into Bhaira Ganatasana. So you're going to be placing both hands flat on the ground, okay? And place your hands shoulder width apart and bring one leg stretch back and straight into Tarakshasana. And then you're going to step one foot outside the respective shoulder, bringing the foot between your hands. So like this. Okay. So here you're going to be continuing with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and lock in your perineal center in the Mula Bandha and continue to chant Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava and gaze at the tip of your nose into Bhaira Ganatasana.
Asana ko gunapiti jai.
Good, relax. Now repeat the same asana with the other leg forward.
Asana ko gunapiti jai.
Good, relax. And now let us enter into Unmukha Pita Asana. So here you're going to come to a plank position with your hands flat on the ground. So come to a plank position. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha. So engage the Mula Bandha here, lock in your perineal center and visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at your third eye.
Unmukha Pithasana. Bhunyasto janani hasto chatuspadava vanukam uttapita Shri Yugala Kritistalama Viruka.
Good, relax. And now let us enter into the next asana, which is Vashishtasana. So in Vashishtasana, you're going to be placing one hand on the ground, okay? Stretch your legs for straight out, and you're gonna lift one hand up and gaze towards the sky, okay? So here you're going to be continuing with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center and visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta in Vashishtasana.
Vashishtasana. Urdhva Kukkuta Vasishta Marichi Halamatsakam Parivrittim Chodarasya Vividam Dhanurasanam.
Good, relax. Now perform Vashishtasana on the other side. So continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka, engage your Mula Bandha and continue to chant Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta.
Urdhva Kukkuta Vasishta Marichi Halamatsakam Parivrittim Chodarasya Vividam Dhanurasanam.
Good, relax. Now let us enter into Anjali Asana. So in Anjali Asana, come to a sitting position. Stretch both your legs in front of you, your toes pointing upwards. Okay, toes pointing upwards. And you're going to be placing your hands under your buttocks, the palms, so your palms facing up. Place them under your buttocks and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage the Jalandhara Bandha. Lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up. And here you're going to be chanting Maha Sada Shivoham internally. Visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman and gaze at the tip of your nose.
The Anjani Asana. Do karkai ubaita hateli korvarli mele beli so agamne bhuparidashe mahamne anguli marirashe.
Very good. Relax. And now let us enter into the next asana, which is Paschimottanasana. So in this asana, you're going to be bending forward, touch your toes and try to bend towards the ground as much as you're able to. And here you're going to be continuing with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. And here you will engage all the three bandhas. You will be engaging the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center, and you're going to suck your stomach in and up, as well as you're going to lock your chin to your chest. And hold on to your toes with the Prana Mudra, with the index and middle finger. And visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in your inner space.
Paschimottanasana. Janu pariralatam tu paschimam tanamuchyate yena kena prakarena sukham dharyam cha jayate.
Okay, relax. Now let us enter into Ugrasana. So in Ugrasana, maintain the same position, except here you're going to bring your hands behind your neck. So interlace your fingers and place them behind your neck and bend forward. Try to touch your knees with your forehead. And here you will continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage all the three bandhas. Lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, and lock your chin to your chest. Continue to chant Maha Sada Shivoham internally and visualize yourself. Visualize Kali, Ma Kali in your inner space.
Janu parishironyaset asano gramidam proktam bavedaniladhipanam dehavasanaharanam paschimottana samyakam ya etadasanam sreshtam pratyaham sadesudi.
Good, relax. And now let us enter into Marichi Asana. So in Marichi Asana, you're going to bring your right knee up, keep the left leg extended, and wrap your right arm around your right leg. Okay, so here, and then you're going to bend forward, try to touch your forehead to your left knee and keep your left knee straight. Don't bend your left knee, keep it straight, your toes pointing upwards. And here continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Chant Maha Sada Shivoham internally. And here you're going to be visualizing yourself as Sage Marichi in Marichi Asana and gaze forward.
Anapadam krauncham cha marichim virabhadrakam natarajam trikonam cha suptangashta prasarane.
Good, relax. And now let us enter into the next asana, which is Marichyasana on the other, which is the next asana is Mahamudrasana. So in Mahamudrasana, place your right knee flat on the ground, and you're going to be bending forward and touch your left heels, your left toes with both hands, and bending forward, try to touch your forehead to your knee, to your left knee, and continue here with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage all the three bandhas. Lock in your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, and lock your chin to your chest. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Ata Mahamudrasanam Mahamudam Pravakshami Tantresmin Manavallabhe Yam Prapnisiddhaya Siddhim Cha Kapiladhya Puragataha Gudamedantaraгаlam.
Good, relax. Now let us enter into the next asana, which is Marichyasana on the other side. So this time you're going to bring your left knee up and your right leg extended. Wrap your left arms around your left knee, left leg, and here perform the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha, which is lock in your perineal center, and visualize yourself as Sage Marichi, and try to touch your forehead to your right knee.
Uttanapadam Krauncham cha Marichim Virabhadrakam Natarajam Trikonam cha Suptangashta Prasarane.
Good, relax. And now let us enter into Mahamudrasana on the other side. So place your left knee flat on the ground and bend forward and hold on to your toes with both the hands. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage all the three bandhas, the Mahamudra Bandha. Lock in your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, and lock your chin to your chest, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at the tip of your nose in Mahamudrasana.
Ata Mahamudrasanam Mahamudram Pravakshami Tantresmin Manavallabhe Yam Prapnisiddhaye Siddhim Cha Kapiladhya Puragataha Apasavyena Sampidya Padamulena Sadaram Guru Padosato Deonim Gudamedantaraгаlam.
Relax. And now let us enter into Bhadrasana 2. So here you are going to be sitting and bringing your soles of your feet together with your knees, with your heels close to your perineum. Okay? And keep your knees wide and hold on to your feet firmly. Maintain a straight spine. Keep your head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and gaze at your third eye. And continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka here. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center, and chant the mantra Maha Sada Shivoham internally, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Bhadrasana 2.
Gulpoto Vrishanasyadah Shivanya Parshvayokshipet Padaparshve Tupanibhyam Dridam Dridva Badvasu Nischalam Padrasanam Bhavededab Sarvavyadi Vishapaham.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into Gwali Pavasana. So from Bhadrasana, you're gonna extend your feet away from your body, and you're gonna keep your toes together, the heels apart and toes together. Keep the knees open and place your hands on your respective knees. So here we're going to continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Charandhara Bandha. Lock your perineum center and suck your stomach in and up, and visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, in your inner space, and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Purva charapata choka kahyoso I vahi vidhi viko yoko kijiso I yame idi binna jurase angula antara ata antaro rase.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into Goni Asana. So here you're gonna bring your hands forward. So bend forwards with your hands extended in front of you and bring your forehead to the feet. Okay? So bring your forehead to the feet. And here you're gonna continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha. Lock in your perineal center. Continue to chant the mantra Maha Sada Shivoham in your inner space and visualize the Yoni Mandala. Visualize the Yoni Mandala and gaze at the tip of your nose. If you have your Kantamala, place them at the back so it doesn't touch your feet. And let us enter into this asana.
Yoni Asana. Do pagatali samputakare edmedu ke dighadare adhatako antara ase lilata pagatalyamu paridase.
Yes, relax. And now let us enter into Mandi Mida Kipavasana. So here maintain the same position. The only difference is that you're going to be extending your hands on the opposite side. Okay, and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center. Continue to chant Maha Sada Shivoham in your inner space and visualize Swamiji. Gaze at the tip of your nose.
Puraba bidi paripagatali sampachole yedi milirase yeryashu mahili kanya gura do athare lilata dharti lagave.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into the next asana, which is Siddha Samadhi Asana. So remain in the same position. Now bring your arms under your legs. Bring your arms under your legs and bend forward. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center and visualize yourself as Lord, visualize Lord Surya in your inner space and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Do pagatali samputakare solameda agemedare angula ata antaro rase edigo ese vididase.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into the next asana. The next asana is Chinnaki Pavasana. So in this asana, you're gonna keep your heels together, your toes apart, heels together but toes apart. In this way. Okay, and hold your feet and open them up like a book. Open your feet like a book. And you're gonna press your elbows onto your thigh towards the knees and gaze to your nose. Gaze at the tip of your nose. And continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka here. And engage the Mula Bandha. Lock in your perineum. Continue to chant Maha Sada Shivoham internally and visualize Swamiji. Gaze at the tip of your nose.
Do pagaka yedi dharti magiva med lagave pagatali mahli kora anguta ki sadisudi jode.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into Karpata Chukasana. So remain seated in the same position, and here you're gonna place your hands on the knees and gently press your knees down. Okay, gently press your knees down. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka here. So breathe in and produce the sound of an ocean while you're breathing in, and engage the Udhyana Bandha. Lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, keep your spine straight, and maintain, chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally, and visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and gaze at your third eye.
दो उपगतली संपुटिदरे आगाने करे जरे जारे पसारे गोड़ा बुसो लगातारा से हाथ दो गोड़ा परिदासे.
Good. Relax. And now let us enter into Bhairavasana. So in Bhairavasana, you're going to be lifting your heels up, bringing your toes down. Okay. So this is Bhairavasana. So try to keep your knees to the ground if you're able to. And here continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage the Udhyana Bandha, suck your stomach in and up, lock your perineal center. Continue to chant Mahasadashivoham in your inner space, and visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava. Gaze at your third eye, and here you're gonna perform the Bindu Mudra. So your thumb and your index finger should be touching together, and place your palm onto your knees. Okay? So let us all enter into this asana.
Bhairavasana. Gulpo champidya chanyoyam vrutkamena hitotam shine janvo parshvagato hasto dandavad bhairavasanam.
Good. Relax. And now let us enter into the next asana, which is Samanasana. So in Samanasana, you're going to be sitting with one heel at the perineum. So you can bring your left heel to your perineum, and the other leg, the right leg, lift them, hold your leg. So basically wrap your leg around your arm and lift your leg towards your chest. Okay? And continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineum, continue to chant Mahasadashivoham internally. Visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and gaze at your third eye.
Samanasanamavakshe siddhamantradi sadhanad ekapadamuro guhyo lingatravatrake etad virasanam nata samanasana samyakam ityakritya japen mantram dritva vayam chaturdale.
Relax. And now let us enter into Apanasana. So in Apasana, you are going to be bringing your right leg. So bring your right leg on top of your shoulders. Continue, and you're gonna bring the left leg forward, raising up in front of you like this, and continue the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Lock your perineal center in the Mula Bandha. Continue to chant Mahasadashivoham. Visualize Swamiji and gaze at your third eye.
Apanasana. Kevalam padamekam cha skande charopya yatnatah ekapadena gagane tishtite dandavat prabho apanasaname taddi sarvesham purakashrayam kritva sukshme shirsha padme samaropya समारोप्य वायुभिः तदा सिद्धो भवेन्मर्थः प्राणापानसमागमः अपानासनयोगेन कृत्वा योगेश्वरो भुवि.
Good. Relax. And now let us enter into Samanasana on the other side. So this time you're going to be bringing your lifting your left leg and hold your leg. Bring the right leg close to your perineum. Continue to chant the mantra Mahasada Shivoham internally. Perform the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Lock your perineal center in the Mula Bandha and visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at your third eye.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्ध्रमन्त्रादिसाधनात् एकपादमुरोधद्वा गुह्योर्लिङ्गवक्रते एतद्वीरासनं नाथ समानासनसम्यकम् इत्याकृत्य जपेन्मन्त्रं धृत्वा वायुं चतुर्दले.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into the next asana, which is Apanasana on the other side. So bring your left leg on top of your left shoulder. Extend your right leg. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka here and engage the Mula Bandha. Lock in your perineal center and chant Mahasada Shivoham in your inner space. Visualize Swamiji and gaze at your third eye.
अपानासना केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत् दण्डवत् प्रभो. अपानासनमेतद्धि सर्वेषां पूरकाश्रयं कृत्वा सूक्ष्मे शीर्षपद्मे समारोप्य वायुभिः तदा सिद्धो भवेन्मत्र प्राणापानसमागमः अपानासनयोगेन कृत्वा योगेश्वरो भुवि.
Good. Relax. And now we're going to be entering into the Gomukhasana. So in Gomukhasana, place your right leg on top of your left leg. Okay? Make sure that your knees are on top of each other in a straight line. And you're going to be placing both your palms onto your knees. Here you're going to be performing the Sitkari Pranayama. So you're going to be breathing in through your teeth and producing the sound like a hissing sound. This is the Sitkari Pranayama. Engage the Mula Bandha. Lock in your perineal center. Here the japa is Om Nithyanandoham. So you are going to be chanting internally Om Nithyanandoham. Visualize the face of a cow and gaze at the tip of your nose.
गोमुखं गोमुखं च दक्षिणेऽपि तथा सव्यं गोमुखं गोमुखं यथा.
Good. Now let us enter into the next asana, which is Anusuyasana. So now you're gonna place your hands onto your knees, hold on to the toes with your in the prana mudra with your index and middle finger, and relax the shoulders. Perform the Sitkari Pranayama. Breathe in through your teeth, producing the sound, the hissing sound, and maintain. Engage the Udhyana Bandha. Lock in your perineal center and suck your stomach in and up. Continue to chant Om Nithyanandoham internally and visualize yourself as Rishika Anusuya. Gaze at the tip of your nose.
अनुसूयासना दक्षिणगोडो नीचोताने वावों ताके उपरियाने गोडा संधि मिलावे बारी आड़पारी पुनिदय संधि पसारी.
Good. Relax. And now let us enter into Anusriyasana 2. So in this asana, you are going to be placing your hands towards your back, interlace your fingers, place them, that is the Parshu Mudra, and place them towards your back, and lean forward. Lean forward and continue with the Sitkari Pranayama. Engage the Mula Bandha. Gaze at the tip of your nose and visualize yourself as Devi Anusuya.
जीमना गौड़ा की संधि उपरि दावा गौड़ा की संधि मिलाई रासे.
Okay, relax. And now let us enter into Garudasana 2. So lift your left heels up, the right heel, place it close to your perineum, and place the palms on the respective knees. And here you're going to continue with the Sitkari Pranayama. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock in your perineal center, keep your spine straight, and continue to chant Om Nithyanandoham internally. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Garudasana 2. Davo pagamodi edi mahilom gulpa mula dwari niche de bese jimani pagatali dharti te ki godo uncho bhairase.
Good. Relax. Okay, so now we are going to be entering into Shivasana. So in Shivasana, lie down flat on the ground. So relax your body completely, lie down flat on the ground. And you're going to be visualizing yourself as a dead body, being dead. And you're going to be visualizing Swamiji liberating you. Unclutch from your body, unclutch from all your thoughts. Just relax in the blissful state while Swamiji is liberating you. Witness the witness. Okay.
अथ शवासनम् उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं शवासनं शान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्.
Okay, now relax. You can relax. And with this, we come to the end of today's sequence of Nithyananda Yoga. I hope you all enjoyed and you perform the asanas along with us. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments. And if you would like to have a deeper experience of the Nithyananda Yoga, we invite you to join the Paramashiva Sena program that is happening every month, starting at on the first of every month. So with this, let us come to the end of the Nithyananda program, and let's end with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Parukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you and Nithyanandam. Somebody is trying to use the Zoom.